Hey, what's up everybody? Today's March 17th, 2020. Officially first day of Corona break for my school district. Technically just finished the school day today already. So getting up on the river. It's kind of nuts, all this stuff that's going on right now in the US, but I know I've said it multiple times. I don't think there's any better way to, socially distance yourself other than fishing in remote areas. I'll be practicing that today by fishing on my boat with no one else. So I guarantee you I'll keep to the 10-foot standard that the CDC just set. I don't want to start filling my freezer yet with fish. I firmly believe that this will all blow over eventually, and I don't want to start, storing fish that I realistically probably won't eat for a while. I'd rather, with the spring coming up and summer coming up, I mean, where I fish, there's plenty of fish to go around, and I prefer fresh over frozen, to be honest with you. So I am trying to take advantage of this this little bit of hiatus from school. Hopefully they don't put us under some Stafford Act where we have to remain indoors, because that would really suck. I've already started looking into waterfront properties. That way, if that did happen in the future, I could just go fishing in my backyard. But stay tuned today. I am going to be fishing the river again, this time by boat. I only have grass shrimp as bait right now. I didn't and bloodworms and night crawlers. I didn't have time to catch minnows, so stay tuned, see what we can catch. If we're gonna be honest with each other though, I did panic shop recently. I did buy about a couple $100 worth of fishing gear off of Bass Pro, because I had a feeling we would be off school for a little bit of time, and I'd actually worry if I ran out of bait and hooks. I really don't care about food at this point. I could live off of like protein bars and water, but I mean, I couldn't survive without, high-low rigs and 2-ounce pyramid sinkers. All right, so finally got the boat in on the river. Right now I'm marking a ton of bait. I'm assuming it's bunker or herring. I have seen some big splashes, so hopefully that means there's some stripers marked in. But so far so good. Tide's not the greatest, but you know what they say, a day on the water beats a day at work. All right, so stay tuned. That is the mark I'm looking for right there, baby. Let's see if we can't anchor that. All right, so I just deployed both rods. To my left, I have a Sabiki rig with just grass shrimp. To my right, I have a 3-hook rig with just bloodworm. I have been seeing some bass on the surface, so I'm gonna rig up a soft plastic bait that I'm gonna try and throw in the back and see if I can't find anything. Stay tuned. Looks like I'm getting something on this. Oh, there we go, fish on. First fish of the day. Doesn't feel too big. Oh, cat daddy. First fish of the day is a channel cat. Oh man, so that's one fish for the bloodworms. one fish for bloodworms total. None for grass shrimp just yet. Cat daddy. I hope that's not a school catfish down there. Beautiful little specimen. Put that down. All right, let's let this little guy go. See you later, buddy. So, oh, there we go. Does not feel like anything nice. Oh man. All right, I think it's time for a move. 2 cat daddies in a row. Not that I don't want to catch fish, don't get me wrong. If the world was ending, you'd probably see me eating some of these channel cats, but if that's what I'm marking down there, I'd rather search for, stripers. I am planning on doing a catfish video for like actual catfish, not these little babies, but stay tuned. I'm gonna pull the anchor and move somewhere else. There we go. Let's go. Thank God. I was beginning to think I was losing my mind. Thank you, white perch. I would kiss you, but I'm pretty sure that's how they said the coronavirus started, with some animal market in Wuhan, China. So I'm not gonna kiss you because I don't want to get whatever virus you have, but thank you for breaking my spell of catfish. Thank you, white perch. Oh, what a relief. I'm gonna try a different technique now I got these two dead sticking. It's just a slab jig with a trailer hook at the top with a little bit of grass shrimp. I'm hoping I can't jig up a few more fish with the slow bite that we have right now. The weather really doesn't want to decide what it wants to do. Like an hour ago, it was like freaking cold, rain. Now the sun's out, and I'm like sweating like crazy. I gotta get this jacket off, but I'm afraid as soon as I put my rod down that I'm gonna get a hit and I'm gonna miss it. But well, hopefully I'm wrong. But damn, felt like it was winter, you know, an hour ago. Now it feels like spring. Let me check the bait on this. Now that jig, I've definitely had some hits on this. Let's see if I can't get it back where it needs to be. Oh, there we go. Something on the jig. Let's see what we got. Oh man, that is a tiny perch. But it's a perch. There we go. Fish on. Hey. Ooh. What do we got here on the jig? Ah, another white perch. A little bigger. Not big enough to keep, but much bigger. Now, what's weird is I'm using this slab stacker jig, pitching it right behind the boat, letting it get all the way to the bottom. Now, it's only a 1/8 ounce jig, so it's a little bit bigger, but with the amount of current that there is right now, it's getting swept back behind me, which isn't a big deal. I'm slowly letting it go behind the boat and just jigging back and seeing if I can't find a bigger fish. Literally nothing has touched those bloodworms since those two catfish in the beginning of today. Possibly have to change out the bait on it. Maybe they're a little washed out, but talking to a few locals that have been fishing this stretch of river recently, and they said they've been getting a ton of short stripers, which I know I've been marking them, but I mean, it's been a weird day. I've been marking a ton of bait. In fact, I'm not sure if it's herring or bunker, but the other night I went fishing, you know, at the mouth of this river, and, you know, I want to say it had to have been March 13th. I've never seen that many ocean bunker in one spot. It was kind of like crazy for this time of year. I normally see them in the summertime, in the spring, like late spring, when it's actually warmer out. But this time of year seems like it's way too early for them to be here. But like I said earlier, the water temp is abnormally warm, so I guess everything's up a few days. There we go. There we go. Oh, what? Bigger perch, but I had one follow up. I'm gonna have to check that when I get home. Hopefully I got that on film. Damn. Maybe the bite's gonna turn on with the tide switching. So this guy, not big enough to eat, but definitely a nice sized fish. You know what I mean? You don't want to keep, what do they say? Forget what the saying is. Yeah, sorry for that. They say, don't catch your limit, limit your catch. You know, don't take anything you don't need. I mean, this is just a beautiful white perch that's a male. You could just tell by the way it's built. And, you know, I want to get it back in the water so that, you know, it could spawn off and make more perch for me and my daughter to catch later on in life. So I'm about to reel in that bloodworm rod and maybe put grass shrimp on it, because it seems like that seems to be the ticket right now, which was funny because earlier in the day I was ready to switch over to all bloodworms because it seemed like all the fish were. I didn't get a single hit the first hour on a grass shrimp, and then weirdly enough, oh, there's something small hitting on this. This is just the slab stacker in my right hand. Nothing big. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually, I don't know. With this rod, it's so hard to tell. Oh, damn, that's a nice one. That's not a bad size perch. Damn. Now, what's weird, that guy was on the top. All the fish have been on the top. Damn, that's actually a nice size perch. If people keep buying all the meat at ShopRite, buddy, I'm gonna have to start keeping you. All right. Oh, rod. Fish on. Oh, sorry, bud. See you later. There we go. Let's go. Damn, son. Bite's starting to turn on. Am I the only crazy person when the bite starts to get good is when you got to get home? Crazy. Been here for an hour and a half. I got my last 10 minutes of the trip, and now they start biting. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Bite is turning on. All right, we're gonna see how many perch I can catch in 10 minutes. Starting now. There we go. Getting bigger. I mean, not a jumbo, not a jumbo by any means, but getting bigger. Beats the hell out of them 2-inch perch I caught earlier. And I got all my bait, man. That's what you call a win-win. Let's get that one back where it's gotta be. I think I'm getting a hit on the slab stacker. And I was, but I just think they might have robbed me. Damn. Yeah, they definitely robbed me. That was a good hit too. Oh yeah, look at that. Lord, maybe I should move to just one rod at this point. Oh, there we go, fish on. Ooh, that actually has some size to it. If this is one fish, it's gonna be a nice one. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a jumbo. Let's go. And still, the bloodworm is not producing a thing. I don't get these fish. Whew. That's a nice perch. He is a little beat up. He's got a little bit of, looks like some type of parasite that was biting the top of him, but hopefully that one spawns out soon. I'm trying to rig up my rod and I've already got another fish on. Jeez. Little guy. The way that rod was bent, man, I thought I had Moby Dick. Just was a little perch. Let's see how quick I could get a hit on this rod. Meanwhile, I'm watching the bloodworm rod with no life whatsoever. It's crazy. I was talking to some guy that was fishing, you know, where I was putting my boat in, and he was telling me how many fish he was catching on bloodworms, and I don't know. I guess if they see it, they'll eat it, but it's just kind of nuts. Like, I haven't literally caught nothing but two little, oh geez, as soon as I put the rod down. Two catfish. Uh-oh, we're going in the wrong direction. Now we're back to the 2-inch perch. But it is kind of nuts. Ooh. All right, right, so let's get this one back in the honey hole. Ooh. Fish on. I don't have enough hands right now. Jesus. I got a fish on my right. Just gonna tighten the line on my left. Keep that between my legs if something hits. Ooh, another one on the jig. Marabou jig coming through. And I'm getting hit on this one. I gotta put this rod down. Ugh. He might have stole my bait. I'm here messing with too many rods. Get it back in that honey hole. Let's get the marabou jig back out there. Oh, man, I can't even get the second rod out right now. As soon as that hit bottom, something hit it. All right, so what I'm gonna be deploying right now is the good old slip bobber. I'm hoping I can catch some fish that are suspended up. All I'm fishing is just an ice jig with a grass shrimp on it. Almost like how you'd fish in Florida for like snook or redfish. With, you know, the shrimp on the jig head. I'm gonna let it go back with the tide. Put it maybe 20 yards behind. If there's any fish suspended, I guarantee you they will find it. Yeah, so got the slip bobber out. I know it looks like I'm fishing a ton of rods. In fact, which I am. So I'm gonna reel this one in while that one's going. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to fish too many rods. To be honest, if they were biting like crazy, I would only fish the slip bobber, but just for the fight of it. But they're real finicky today. I mean, I don't know if it's in my opinion, I think it's the tide. I could be wrong, just because there's so much current. And I know when it's like that, they really aren't too they don't seem like too hungry or want to feed. But so hopefully something will come. Seems like as soon as it gets to the mouth of this feeder creek, I seem to have a little bit of action. I give it a little bit of love. That little bit of jig. See that? See that little bit of there we go. That little bit of action. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just enticing them to bite. It doesn't feel big. I know I probably said that 20 times today, but oh, hey, but it's a beautiful white perch. Ooh. Let's get him inside. Oh, son. That's not a bad size one. I mean, it's not a keeper, but I mean, for some people that might be a keeper, but you know, let's not killing a small fish for no reason. Well, that's all the time I have today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, if you do like my channel, please subscribe and throw a comment down below. I am planning on doing a lot of videos now that I have a little bit of time away from work. So, you know, if you really do enjoy my videos, stay posted because they'll be coming up soon. I hope everybody that watches these videos is healthy and their families are staying safe during a time like this. But have a great day, and I'll see you soon.